probably just had one of the singular best times that I have had playing any video game in a very, very, very long time. And for me personally, there's only a few games that can do this basically. So I have games like Dungeon Defenders Awakened, Elder Scrolls Online, Sea of Thieves. But one of my favorite games of all time, and I have no clue why, is Ark Survival Evolved and Ark Survival Ascended. I absolutely love both of these games. Not only is there just like wacky shenanigans that happen constantly if you aren't taking the game super serious on PvP, you know, where maybe someone just does something and it's just absolutely goofy and you can't stop laughing for 30 minutes, or you get into like some very intense fights and actually have like a really good time just doing like super sweaty PvP or something along those lines. And I was just absolutely shocked how much this drew me in. So my friend recently has been telling me he wants to grind out a game a little bit, and Ark to me is that perfect grindy game where you can play it for a week or two and then you're kind of off it for a little while. And I think that's one of the reasons that makes it so beautiful is there's no time limit to come back to the game. There's never like, oh, I gotta go finish that big project or anything like that. So it never feels overwhelming, I'll say. It's just enough of that sprinkle where it's like, okay, there's a lot to do, but I can also do it in 3 to 4 days, even if I still gotta work or whatever it is. So we start playing the server literally today, start playing the server together. And then we have one of our other friends join. And I think this is the most I have laughed and enjoyed a video game in such a long time. Where I genuinely sat down and I don't think I was going maybe 10 minutes without like cracking up, like full blown cry laughing because of how like just like silly everything was really going on. And one of the reasons I'm kind of making this video is because one, I'm happy that it happened. It's a fun time. Like we're sitting there, we found like this really cringe based location. We already know it's gonna be cringe, and there's a guy in chat like literally going like full blown going like, you don't want to mess with me, buddy, or I'll come over there and show you how it really is. And yeah, needless to say, I sat there and rage baited this guy for 15 minutes. And then in the server that we're playing on, it's a little bit of a fast paced server. It's like a 15 times, you gotta do it a little fast paced, especially when you work. And basically, this guy is like sitting there typing in chat, like commands and stuff like that. There's like slash kits, slash tools, like whatever it is, like some basic stuff. And someone typed like slash Griffin, basically. And I'm like, oh, I got the bait of the century. So I typed slash Griffin as well to get like everybody else to type slash Griffin because like all the servers are interconnected. And there's like 30 minutes of just people typing this in chat. And then I go, LOL, get baited. And everybody's just like cracking up in the server about it. And it's just a good time, man. Like, it's so weird from going from Ark Survival Evolved to Ark Survival Ascended because it seems like people take Ascended way, way more seriously in PvP situations. But when they're not in a PvP situation, they're just like lounge around base or maybe farming metal or something like that. It is the most unserious game you will probably ever play in your entire life that's supposed to be competitive. And it's just like so crazy to me. And I think this kind of just goes into like you need people to be able to like play with every once in a while to give you that spark going into games, right? Like I think it's fine if you love story games. I think it's fine if you love solo player. I know I do personally. I think solo is kind of my way to go 99% of that time. But when you get burnt out on solo, what you need is just a really, really good time to go spend with other people. And this works with anything in life, right? This works with video games. It works with, maybe your own personal mentality, like maybe you live alone or something like that, it's not always good to be alone. And if you like being alone, then that's great. It makes being alone much easier. But having those situations where you get to hang out with people and you actually get to have a wonderful experience is going to just make your life a million times better. If you can take anything away from this video, then that's really what it's all about, is the small moments in life. It's like even the thing with the arc, right? It's like it's not arc that's making it great. What's making it great is like my buddies are basically just like we're all just there to have a good time. We're all there to have some laughs. We're all there to not take it too seriously. And we're all very competitive too. I want to say that because like I think people mistake competitiveness equals you're not allowed to have a good time, but it's like no, we find it fun being competitive, but then there's the level of like we can make jokes while we are still keeping it competitive, you know? And that's just how I've always been my entire life. I do not like consolation prizes. I don't like anything of that sort. I don't like to feel like I got something not because I earned it, but because like it was given to me. I despise that feeling. And I know there's a lot of other people out there like that too. So that's why games like Ark, games like Siege or something like that, where you can physically see your achievement in what it is that you basically got, I think is like such a massive W at the end of the day, you know? And it was just something that I kind of wanted to rant about today was how life doesn't always have to be black and white, you know, solo or not solo or antisocial or not antisocial. Like we put so many labels on things these days that I think sometimes people forget that it's okay to just be both, you know, of whatever side of the coin it really is. There's a lot of people out there that are like that too, where maybe you're, we'll take antisocial for example, maybe you're not antisocial, maybe it's just you don't care to talk to the people who think that you're antisocial. Like maybe that's just it, you know? And vice versa. Maybe you're very social, but I guarantee you, if you're put in a weird, awkward situation, you're gonna seem antisocial very, very quickly. And it's just two things can all I feel like can almost always be true at the same time when it comes to any experience in life. And uh, yeah, if anything, if you take anything from this video today, just take this that it is okay to be who you want to be, but sometimes, maybe not every day, maybe not every second, maybe not every month, maybe not every year, but every tiny bit once in a while, it is completely okay and it is good to do something a little bit out of your comfort zone. Because not only does that reinstate your comfort zone of what you actually enjoy, but it gives you that slight moment of being like, okay, you know, I do like other things. And that is okay as well. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to rant about today. So have a wonderful night, everybody, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.